Can a white boy play the blues? I was born and raised in St. Louis, Mo. I grew up in Blue City on a street called Tire Grove, where there stood a pool hall. Slimy's was a place where I first had the big red blues, put a smile on my face. Tell me, people, can a white boy play the blues? Yes, I wanna know if it's true, people. Can a white boy play the blues? You know, when I first heard those sounds, I knew I had to play. So I started asking around. I heard a man say, hey, if you want to learn to play the blues, learn to play them right. Back at the East St. Louis in the wee hours of the night. Tell me, people, can a white boy play the blues? Yes, I want to know if it's true, people. Can a white boy play the blues? Yeah, I started hanging out on the east side, where a great black blues man played. I asked him to teach me the blues. If he would, I thought I'd have it made. But he looked me straight in the eye. He said, son, I got bad news. Ain't a white boy living today who can play the big lead blues. Tell me, people, can a white boy play the blues? Yes, I want to know if it's true, people. Can a white boy play the blues? I've never been so mistreated. He wouldn't teach me that sound. But I'm a Tire Grove man. I stole everything he put down. It didn't take too long, people. Prove it now to you. Listen to a white boy play the soulful big lead blues. I played the blues for your people, and I hope you all agree. A white boy can play the blues. White boy just like me. If you're ever in East St. Louis, take a message from Blues Boy Pete. I play the blues so bad, I make my guitar weak. Tell me, people, can a white boy play the blues? Yes, I want to know if it's true, people. Can a white boy play the blues? Yeah, can a white boy? Yeah, can a white boy? Yeah, can a white boy? Yeah, can a white boy play the blues? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, I wanna know if it's true, people. Can a white boy? Can a white boy? Can a white boy? Can a white boy play the blues?
Yes, he can. All day long. Yeah, all day long. Episode 156, STL Roar. What, do we do Soldier by Blood or not? Yes. Okay. SoldierByBlood.com Productions, Louis Wood Studios, Louis Wood Productions. All the good stuff that Tweezy is in charge of because he is the man, so we got to get him. Okay. We got Matt, the Rattlesnake Lesch, in the house. He's actually sitting here in front of me, which is awesome. He's all grown up. What did we decide? 14, 15? I can't remember. I don't remember the first gig. Dave Beardsley's the one who turned me on to you, and he's like, you got to see this kid. You got to see this kid. And yeah, I booked you. You played the Duck Room quite a lot, though. And then there was that gig that Jeremiah Johnson played. I think it was in Wildwood, that festival, and you showed up.
Yeah, he invited
me. And you
me
jumped
on,
up there on stage. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jeremiah, a huge fan, and that says a lot because he's very picky about playing, and he's a great player. He's awesome. He's been in here, so.
Yes, he's great, and I remember that festival, that Wildwood. I remember he messaged me out of the blue once. I was just at home and asked me to sit in with him, and
that's a huge honor.
Ecstatic. Yeah, so ecstatic.
He doesn't do that with a. I don't know of anybody else he's really actually done that with as far as a guitar player. You know, because he's just very meticulous. And you see where he's going great places. And you just came back from Europe?
Yeah, we had about a month. We were over there last year, and it was really busy, but it was really fun too.
What was the most? I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you went. How many places in Europe did you go? Where'd you start?
We actually started in Denmark. So we played the Blues Alive Festival. I believe that's what it's called. Blues Heaven. Blues Heaven in Denmark. And so we started there, and then from there we went to France, which is where we did 90% of our shows, but we also went to Belgium and the Czech Republic too. We do a couple.
There's lots of weed over there.
Oh.
Everything's over there.
Everything. No, we were everywhere. I mean, just all over France mainly.
And you got to play with some killer players. So
yeah.
Was it the same group you traveled with? Was it one big group? Did you do solo stuff, or did you just do one big? Was it one big band, or was it a combination?
It was all the same band. It's called the Chicago Blues Festival Tour.
Okay.
That's what they call it over there, and they've been doing it for, I think, like over, between like 20 to 30 years, something like that. And last year, I was with Marquise Knox, and then we had
me some Marquise.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
He's so cool.
Oh yeah, he's my brother.
He's so cool. I mean, but he's not that much older than you, is he?
No, he's only 6 years older than me.
And I
make sure he knows that every day.
I mean, he's so. Marquise Knox, if you don't know Marquise Knox, he's a big guy. He's a big guy. The first time I met him, he was a teenager. But he has got the voice and the soul of a man who's like 40, 50 years old. I mean, when he belts out a song, it's like, it makes you want to cry.
Yeah.
Because he's got such an old soul. But then when he talks, he's just a big kid. he's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, he's great, and he's done a lot to help me out. But we were over there with him, and then we had two guests on the tour with us. We had Dexter Allen, who recently just won a Grammy with Bobby Rush for the best sounding album.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Blues album. Very cool. The other one we had Lady A, which is a blues singer from Mississippi, and can sing the hell out of anything. She was belting it out. But we just had a great time. It's better when we all get along and everybody's just laughing.
Yeah, but how many blues people don't? I mean, that's one of those, that group of music, it's like everybody gets along. Is there anybody you really, we talked earlier, Big George. You got to play with Big George Brock. What a sweetheart. Giant of a man, but a big teddy bear. I mean, I remember meeting him. It was when the Blues Museum, but they had the big opening, and all y'all were down there, and it was like, wow, hey, Big George.
Yeah.
I mean, how tall was that man?
He was...
When he stood up straight?
Had to be like 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
He was just big, and, he was just awesome. And you got to play with him a lot.
Well, he was my mentor, and I was with him for 7 years up until he passed in 2020. And
that hurts.
yeah,
I know it does, because he
And
was just so he was
he
a
was
force to be reckoned with for sure.
Oh yeah.
But,
He made sure. I mean, there was
He
no
kept you in
mistaking
check,
it.
didn't he?
Well, not only that, but there was no mistaking it. You know, whenever he walked into the room, you knew who the real blues man was.
Oh yeah,
every time.
and he was a very kind man.
Mm-hmm.
He was very kind. He was very sweet. I mean, it
Yes.
was just like, wow.
He was really like family, you know, because when I first met him, I was still kind of, you know, like shocked. Oh, it's the blues legend, played with Muddy Waters and everything, you know.
Right.
But after
But he
after a
doesn't care
couple
about that.
years- No.
Because
no.
he's so low key. I mean, he
Yeah.
was just so it's just another guy I played music with. No big deal.
And he, you know, the amount of stories, first of all, is crazy. But after a couple of years of playing with him, that kind of initial shock wore off, and really just became like, I was just like, you know, hanging with a friend or like family, just playing, you know. And yeah, forever thankful for him.
Is there any blues people you haven't played with? I mean, since you started, so when did you actually, was it 14 when you hit the scene? You started, Chris was taking you around?
Yep.
And you were playing at BB's a lot.
I was playing at BB's, yeah.
And you still play at BB's a lot. Are they still closed?
Right now they're still closed.
Because they're going to do a bunch of renovations and stuff.
Yeah, they're currently in the middle of doing all that. So.
They need a overhaul, something. But yeah, it's a cool venue. It's still a cool venue.
Definitely, it's the heart of St. Louis blues right now. So.
Definitely, for sure. But yeah, you just played Kirkwood Arts last week.
Yeah, Kirkwood Performing Arts Center. That was
2 weeks
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you played with the
And
legendary
Renee Smith.
Oh, she's so cool.
Oh yeah.
She's so cool.
Miss Renee Smith. I met her when I was with Big George, because she came down to the King Biscuit with us one year, and she was singing, and we just had a great time and kept in touch ever since then. And
Right.
I always love playing with her, sharing the stage.
So when Dave and I were down there that year at the Blues Festival, or the Blues Challenge in Memphis, and you were playing, did you go to King Biscuit then? Because we did the whole pilgrimage.
Oh no, I didn't.
We went down there and went to Morgan Freeman's place, and we went all the way down the Delta. That was part of the reason we went on the trip, and that was before they opened the Blues Museum.
Okay.
Because it was still in talks, and it was Dave's dream, of course, and Mike Cosciola, that was their idea, and then they got the investors and they built it and everything. You know where it's at now. But I mean. Yeah, that was very interesting to see where they did King Biscuit Flower Hour. I was like, holy! I mean, it's almost like hollow ground. It's like,
it is, yeah. I know. Yeah, King Biscuit is. I mean, I'll be down there actually this year with Marquise.
Oh, very cool.
And I haven't been down there in some years now, but I'm excited to get back down there. But you're right that, you know, there's multiple stages, and driving in, you wouldn't think that this was, you know, an area for a big blues festival like this, but then all of a sudden,
right,
there's so many people,
right,
you know, just out of nowhere.
That's very cool. Have you been to Morgan Freeman's place?
Oh yeah, tons.
Did you write on the wall?
I did. I don't remember where.
I took a picture. I took lots of pictures. It's cool. The only venue you've been to, they give you Sharpies because they're on the table. Write anywhere you want to write.
I think I'm on one of the pillars somewhere, but it'd be impossible to find.
I know. I wrote on the walls. I wrote on the table. I wrote in the bathroom. I wrote, you got to write in the bathroom. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun place for sure.
It
for
is.
Sure.
I always love going down there. In Clarksdale in general.
Yeah,
that's where I would go most of the time with Big George. And you know, it's just different. You know, I think he knew that. You know, and it came out in his music too. That when you go down there and play blues, it's just different. You know, it's a different feeling.
It's still a throwback, unfortunately, to the '60s, but it's still that good music era back in the '50s and '60s when blues was coming out. It was like, it's just sad that, you know, I mean, it's great that like bands like Van Halen have, you know, taken some of the old blues songs and redid them and made. But you know, they didn't. The people who originated those songs didn't get the credit that they should have. But then again, they didn't do it for the credit, so it didn't really matter because blues is a feeling. You know, when you play it, as you know, it's all about feeling and stories, and just it just transforms you. You know?
It is, and I think it's, you know, really important. And I see a lot of younger artists coming up now doing the same thing, but keeping the essence of what made that music so special, especially when it was coming up. You know, I think there's a lot of people that forget that, you know, and you know they tend to leave some things out, but it is important to keep that essence of what the music is really, you know, really saying, and especially in a time like this right now. I mean, the blues is just.
So you're
perfect.
young. I mean, you started out with blues. What made you? This is what I want to do. Is it always been blues, or did it start with rock? Did it start with, I mean, all kinds of music? Or was Chris your big influence? I mean, did he turn you on to a lot of stuff?
So
We gotta give a shout out to Chris
Yeah,
Toddy
oh,
because
yeah.
he's the bomb dig and he's working.
yeah.
So,
when I was young,
and he's a
starting,
nice guy. He's so sweet. He's
Oh, yeah.
really a very kind man.
you might not recognize him now. He's got a big white beard now.
What?
So-
Is he trying to follow your footsteps?
I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't have a beard when I first met you. You
No,
had braces. That was it.
I did. I had braces.
These braces were so shiny. And I say that because I had the same braces. Not too many people wore the whole metal. And I did. And it was the same way. I was like, everybody gave me shit. Because, you know, oh, the sunlight's hitting your face. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
But no, I get it. I totally got it. I was like, I love this kid.
Yeah. But no, I started playing guitar because you remember the game Guitar Hero?
Oh yeah. Is that how you started?
Believe it or
There's
not,
quite
yeah.
a few. There's quite a few people that have done that and took off from it.
It's really.
It's an easy way to learn guitar,
It is.
and
yeah.
if you stick with it, you can run off from that and where you're at now.
Well,
you know?
I think, I do think it's, you know, it gives you a lot of influence to want to learn guitar because it's so, you know, you're pressing buttons and doing all the motions.
Well, it makes it easier because
Yeah.
you see the people you like to watch, and you're thinking, I wish I could do that, and then you do it, and you learn from it. You know.
But my dad wanted to get me a guitar just to see what would happen. And then I eventually took off. You know, I really loved it, but I started playing
Did you do jam nights? Did he take you to jam nights?
a little
Or-
later on. Yeah, probably about a couple years in, we started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, I started playing like rock, just stuff that I was listening to. I was really big into Metallica at that age when I was 11 and 10 years old. You know, Metallica, all those 80s hair bands, that was my thing back then. And eventually I learned of a small guitar player named Jimi Hendrix.
Little bitty
You know,
guy.
yeah, a little bit.
Little bitty guy. You know, he might get famous one
Yeah.
day. You know, if he keeps practicing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stays in the practice room.
Yeah, he definitely heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears. Everything he played, he was amazing. I mean, you felt it. You were on stage with him, just because of how he played and how he presented himself, and just everybody was there.
Yes.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were
and
bending and just
he
yeah.
well, the thing that still to this day, you know, whenever I listen to him, I always pick out something new that I've never heard before. You know, whether it be something in his tone, what he's doing on the guitar, or something, you know.
Right.
And there's not a lot of not a lot of artists really, in particular, that does that. And so he really turned me on to a lot like the more blues.
What about
side of
Stevie
things.
Ray? What about Stevie Ray?
And he's the other one too.
Because
Stevie Ray.
I'm noticing you changed your hat.
Oh yeah.
You went from a fedora to the Stevie Ray hat.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of compliments.
And I said yes, definitely. I mean, you totally earned it for sure. But I mean, it's like there's the influence right there.
Yeah, he is. You know,
Definitely a force
is
to be
a
reckoned
big-
with.
yeah.
You played with Picardo, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, super. Yeah,
yeah,
you know,
of
but you've
course.
done the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sweet guy.
He is.
He's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
He is.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
But
They introduced me. You know, Stevie and Jimmy. I started looking at their influences, and that's what got me back all the way. You know, with the original blues, and I just kept going. I'm still going. You know.
Right.
I'm just learning as much as I can, whether it be blues or whatever it is.
Right.
Blues, jazz. You know.
on those lines. So your new single that you have out, that's not the only one you've got. That's not the only one you have.
Right.
It's just the one that you have right now that's out there. How many?
Yes.
How many songs? You have to do at least one vinyl. You know you have to.
Oh, I know.
You
I'm
got
working
to.
on it. Yeah.
You got to do at least one vinyl.
I will. And you know, I'm releasing another all original blues album in January.
Very cool.
And I've actually been playing with the idea of doing that. Releasing a few vinyl, and just for
You
the
have to
heck of
do
it.
at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Pick your best ones and put it on there. And
Yeah.
if you only do one, at least you have to have that.
Mhm.
Just because you just got to.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, this single feels so good. It's my newest one. It's
Mhm.
gonna be off the new album. And before that, in 2018, I had another album I released called Furious Strike,
Mhm.
which mixed some originals and some covers
Mhm.
and all that. I did that while I was in college. So, me personally, when I go back and listen to that, I just hear myself in a stage of like I don't really know how I want to sound yet.
Right.
So, and not to say that's bad, but I was still really exploring my sound then, and not now. I feel much more confident and comfortable with my sound and where I'm going with it, and
Yeah.
so I'm really excited for this new one to come out.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I know. I see it on your shows. It's like, or I see it on your videos, because when you first started, you were scared to death, but
Mhm.
everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you were great at playing, but when you learn to play and sing, which is a very hard thing to do, once you get that going, it works. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah. At first, you were just playing. So
Yes, I was
and it's
terrified to sing at
easier
first.
just to play. But when you start singing, it's like
Yes, I know. It really is. I remember one of the first times I can remember singing was at the open mic night at Highway 61 Roadhouse. I remember I sang some BB King song, and I just listened back to it after that, and I was like, ugh, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, but
again.
you're gonna be more critical of yourself.
Yeah.
Where
That's what I learned, too.
I'm sure you got probably a standing ovation just because you did BB, and I'm sure it sounded amazing. And you're going, what? And then you heard yourself, oh no, which is good for you because nobody's going to be as critical as the artist.
Yeah. That's what I think is really unique, about the arts and people like that who are very critical. Like for example, my new album I recorded, I listened back to it and I'm always thinking like, oh, I could have done this, but I could have done this better. I should have done this, or I shouldn't have done that. But I think there's always,
You're going to nitpick it to death.
well, there's always a point where if you can't do all that. You have to stop at some point because if you keep going, it's gonna lose its magic.
Right.
If you keep changing things over and over.
Well, you just keep in mind, and Rick, my guy Rick back there playing on his phone, he's a guitar player, and he's got a CD out, and no matter how many times you play the same song, it's never going to be played or sang the same every time.
Mm-hmm.
So settle down.
Yep.
It's still going to be great,
Right.
and you just got to realize that you can pick it to death.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's
It's
right.
still going to be great. Just
Mm-hmm.
settle on that. Okay, this is where I'm happy with it.
Yep.
Because but then that's part of your whole sound. So
Exactly.
yeah, you're young. You'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Yep.
I know you're sick of hearing that. You've got the great old soul, and you
Oh.
can play like nobody's business. But I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, what's
And you're a perfectionist because
Yeah.
you're playing with you play with some great people. I mean, honestly, who
Yeah.
was the biggest surprise person that you played with that you didn't think would be? And it's like, holy crap. Do you have any of those or?
Yeah, probably the biggest one is Bobby Rush.
Mm-hmm.
I played with Bobby Rush, and then now at the time I was, of this next guy, Mud Morganfield, who's the
Oh.
oldest son of Muddy Waters.
Yeah.
And now
Wow, what
I'm
an honor.
glad to call him a friend now.
Right.
But back then I was 18. I was a senior in high school, and Big George told me that you're gonna back up Mud for a set at BB's. I was like,
What?
excuse me. So I was really pressured, and it's kind of a funny story because that show was on a Sunday night. It was for a Mother's Day show that Big George would always do every year.
Mhm.
He'd always put on a Mother's Day show,
Right.
give the oldest mother $100, and
Aw.
then give a bunch of roses out to all the
Right.
all the women.
Mhm.
And that show, it was something else. But it was on a Sunday I remember I had my prom that Saturday night.
Your prom.
And
Your
fun.
prom, like this guy.
Well, funny enough.
I was at prom last night. Now I'm playing with the biggest badass blues people in the whole world.
Well, it gets funnier because a lot of people don't believe this, but I actually won prom king.
No, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah.
Prom king.
And I was.
But guess what I'm doing tomorrow night? I am. Yeah, that's what I'm playing with one of the best. Oh
No,
my God.
It's funny because I was.
And your friends in high school, what do they go, dude? Really?
Well, I was just sitting there at the prom all night, just like thinking about the songs, making
Right,
sure
right.
I had to do it.
You're a
I had it
musician.
right,
Oh God, I got
and
this
then they
prom
called my
thing.
name. I was like, what? So I just went up there, did whatever, and
Yeah.
then did the show the next day.
That is hilarious. Did you like your queen?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah.
Awesome. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Everybody was supportive. But,
And
yeah,
then
it
you go on a European tour.
Yeah,
He was our prom king.
yeah. It was
That's great.
a really unique weekend. I'll say
Yeah.
that. It was
What high school was that?
a Northwest high school in Cedar Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
so,
cool.
but yeah, looking back, it's really funny, you know, that night. I still really look back on that show I did with Mud, and I remember the first time when he came on stage, sat down and started singing. I just looked at him, and he looked so much like his dad,
Yeah.
Muddy Waters.
Right.
I was like tripping out, I thought at first, but it was, it was something, and he was real, just as nice as can be, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a great show.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. That is very cool. Well, you probably play some music. We'll put one song on while you get ready,
All right.
and we'll be right back. Play. Hello, Johnny. Good.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, go! Go, Johnny, go, go! Go, Johnny, go, go! Go, Johnny, go, go! Go, Johnny, go, go! Johnny be good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, go sit beneath the tree by the railroad track, old engine, everything sitting in the shade, strumming with the rhythm that the drivers made. When people passing by, they would stop and say, oh my, but that little country boy could play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. His mother told him someday you will be a man, and you will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around to hear you play your music when the sun go down. Maybe someday your name will be in lights saying, Johnny be good tonight. Go, 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 Johnny, go. 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 Go. Johnny be good.
Boom. Episode 156, STL Roar. We've got Matt the Rattlesnake Lesch in the house doing his acoustic thing, and he's going to play one of his newest singles. And take it away.
All right. she love me all the time. Cause she my baby, and she made me feel so good. When she scratched my back, she combed my head. She even made my breakfast and she bring it to the bed. Cause she my baby, and she made me feel so good. Well, she my little baby, sweet like cherry wine. I hope that she will love me until the end of time. She scratches my ground and cuts all night. Don't mess with my woman cause I put up a fight. Cause she my baby, she made me feel so good. She my little baby, sweet like cherry wine. I hope that she will love me until the end of time. She likes to go out and dance all night. Don't mess with my woman cause I put up a fight. Cause she my baby, but she made me feel so good. Well, she my baby, and she made me feel so good. Well, she my baby, and she made me feel so good.
I love this audience. You don't have to feed them or drink them or anything. They just
Oh, I
like to
know.
hear
It's
music.
easy.
It's awesome. So what are you gonna do next?
All right. Let's see. This next one, I can do a one that I haven't really performed a whole lot off my new album. It's called "She's My Everything." I got a fine little girl. She treats me like a king. I got a fine little girl. She treats me like a king. Well, she my red hot mama. She my everything. Listen, go to work in the morning. I get home late at night. No matter how long I'm gone, she still treats me right. I got a fine little girl. She treats me like a king. Well, she my red hot mama. She my everything. She my everything. I told her last night. She my everything. Well, she my red mama. She my everything. I got a fine little girl, treat me like a king. Got a fine little girl, treats me like a king. Well, she my red hot mama, she my everything.
That you have that is a story that's really, really a story you wanted to tell? Something that's really close, or anything that's like really just you had to do it?
Oh. Maybe
more personal than just.
Yes, I think.
You're a blues man, of course they're out there.
Oh yeah. I think the one I feel the most proud of that I've written.
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but it's coming out. And it's actually the name of the album. It's called Blues Cut Like Glass. And nobody's really heard it yet except for a few people. And I really think, I'm really proud of that one because it's not your traditional blues. You know, it's a little bit different and more contemporary sounding. But the words and where it goes musically, I think it flows together real nicely, and that's something I'm real proud of. And I also arranged and wrote all the horn parts on it, and so that's another thing that I'm also real proud of how it turned out. And
Are you using the Dogtown horns?
No, I used actually a lot of friends from when I went to Webster University.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people I played in the jazz band with.
Oh, very cool.
Like Ian Bushman.
Mm-hmm.
You might know him.
Yes.
He played on it with me. My friend Ben Schaefer. And then, actually, the leader of the jazz band, Dan Smith, played trumpet on it with me, and they sounded phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ben Schaefer, not Bennett Schaefer.
Right, Ben Schaefer, yeah. Right, not Bennett.
That'd be your drummer.
Yeah, unless he plays horns and he's not telling me.
So. I think he's just a drummer.
But, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Very cool. Well, do you know Kayla Mancuso?
Yeah.
You know, she went to Webster.
That's right.
And her band is from Webster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Crystal Lady, which is Joe Mancuso's daughter.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know Joe.
I know Joe, yeah.
You know, what a sweetheart. He's a total crooner.
Yeah, he was at the show at the Kirkwood Performing Arts Center.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
He puts on that whole
Oh, was he the
thing.
booker?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the booking guy?
Yeah, he was doing the sound, and
he's got great ear.
He does.
You know, and he's been working with his daughter, you know, when she started her band, and totally different. Have you seen him do rap? You should make him do it. It's hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
When
Okay.
she was on my show, do you remember when they came in, brother, dad? So Kayla and her band came in, and the drummer's dad and Joe, of course, were here, and they got up. He put his hat on backwards. Totally. This is a guy who sings freaking, you know, Perry Como and Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
He's up there doing it. I was like, what is wrong with you?
Oh,
But he pulled it
funny.
off. They both did. It was like, bring your dads to work day. You know, it was
Oh,
hilarious.
wow.
But
That's
no,
funny.
he's very universal. But yeah, his total thing is you know, doing the old crooner stuff. But he's great. He's got a great voice.
He does, yeah.
And I remember Kayla when I first met her. I think she was 12, running around her dad's gig, and I'm like, oh my God, she's adorable. Yeah, she's just being a kid, you know. But
yeah. I know, now she got her own thing going on.
yeah, she does, and she's great.
Yeah.
She's great for sure. So let's hear your song.
All right.
You know, Big George, did he hear this, or?
No, he never had the chance to hear it.
But he would love it.
I think he would really love it, yeah.
He was.
And, yeah, so, I've actually never performed this before, so you're getting the first.
All right, we'll take it all day long.
Let's see. I've been searching for a long time for the one woman come back to me. I need your love to set me free. Where there's been good times and there's been hard times, I took these blues all the way down the line. At the end of the day, when troubles come to pass, you know these blues, they cut like glass. They cut like glass. They cut like glass. I need you so bad, I don't know what to say. You're the only one who can rid me of this pain. I waited so long to be where I am today, to take these blues and throw them away. Where there's been good times and there's been hard times, I took these blues all the way down the line. At the end of the day, when troubles come to pass, you know the blues, they cut like glass. They cut like glass. They cut like glass. You know the blues cut like glass. They cut like glass.
Wait, I'm getting there. There we go.
Thank
That was freaking amazing. That's great. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Let's do one more and then we'll take a quick break. So how about, do you have a fun, silly song that is just like, you know, just off the wall, just, you know,
Yeah.
stupid,
Yeah,
ridiculous, that's a blast, that you like to play?
Yeah, I'll do this right here. I think
Okay.
you might know this, but Buddy Guy originally did it, but Stevie Ray Vaughan did it later.
Okay.
So. Mary had a little lamb whose face was white as snow, yeah. Everywhere the child went, the little lamb should go, yeah. He followed her to school one day, time do they have that day at school? Tisket, tasket, a green and yellow basket. Wrote a letter to my baby. On my way, I passed it.
Yeah. I think that's probably the most famous song. You know, inspired by a half-assed nursery rhyme. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That was great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna start a little Crystal Lady wine and whiskey and cigarettes. I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry, Caleb. Episode 156, Matt the Rattlesnake Lesch. Oh, the Rattlesnake. Who gave you that name? Because we know you strike.
Oh,
So who was it? Chris or was it who?
So I believe it was at the Blue City Deli. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was, but they said when I'm on stage I'm as unpredictable as a rattlesnake.
Yes.
But Big George really solidified that
Well,
because he
then
would call
that's
me.
all you need.
He would call me that all the time because he heard my nickname was Rattlesnake, and that's all he called me. Him and David D.
Right.
I don't think David D even knew my real name for a long time.
That's
he just knew me by
hilarious.
Rattlesnake.
Well, on break, I'm going to show these guys that picture. When you see his little face at 14, you would not. Rattlesnake? Really? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. He still has that baby face. You know, you're going to get carded forever. Grow the beard. You're still going to get carded. You cannot. Bless your heart. All right, well, listen to a little Crystal Lady. We'll be right back. Boom. Listen to Kayla's voice. She's amazing.
I don't wanna go to sleep tonight.
fine. Pretend that it's not mine, believing that I'm on time. Full moon is a good sign, a smile is a good line. No need for the beeline, it's time for the rewind. To a hollow steel, town after town on engine wheels. Got lost looking for a love deal. Year after year it's getting real. Watch out, it's a burnt meal. My heart is a burnt field. My love is an ideal. For the one time, thanks a lot for the unwind. A full moon draws a straight line on the front porch. Much else to say, burn away the rest of today on the front porch. Curious what you had to say. I can't remember how I got this way. I can't remember what I did today on the front porch. I wish there was a better way. I'm thinking of some better days. Thought I wasn't gonna stay on the front porch. For the unwind, a full moon draws a straight line on the front porch.
My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. 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 You ask me where I get my style. There's something there in that pretty boy smile. To be the prize of the veil profit ball. Before you dance, girl, gotta learn how to crawl. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. Now down in Shiloh, they'll be dancing in the streets, shaking their hips. Like a Mardi Gras.
What is that?
Hey little girl, where'd you learn to dance?
I never learned.
And how do you squeeze in those Mardi Gras pants? Time to cut loose now and have some fun. Down in Louisiana, girl, behind the sun. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. My mama dressed me like dress me like the Mardi Gras.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Catch me! Where's my shoe?
Hey little girl, won't you take my hand?
Oh, yeah!
Your mama don't need to know a plan. Gonna leave all those troubles behind. Down in New Orleans, it's party time. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras. My mama dressed me like the Mardi Gras.
Suffocating smiles, only lasting for a while. Maybe I will find a way to make it through the day. What did you think when you looked into my eyes? It's only right from the first time. So go and take all the things that I would say, bending me down till I'll break. But I'll just take it, yes, I'll be fine. All my life, never deserved it from the knife. Riding my back, but it's alright, 'cause you will see my name in the lights one day. Just wait for me, I'll try. Never take it from the mind. I think it's almost over, but it's my last fight. You made it right. Never thought I'd see the day that I will walk away, that I will walk. So go and take all the things that I would say, bending me down till I'll break. But I'll just take it, yes, I'll be fine. All my life, never deserved it from the night. Fighting my back, but it's alright, 'cause you will see my name in lights one day. Desolarized, my mind will break. I tried to make it through this stormy day. I know my life, I know my time, but you fucked me over for the last time. Go and take all the things that I would say, bending me down till I will break. But I'll just take it, yes, I'll be fine. All my life, never deserved it from the night. Riding my back, but it's alright, 'cause you will see my name in lights one day. Desolarized, my mind will break. I tried to make it through this stormy day. I know my type, I know my life, but you fucked me over for the last time.
When she moves like that, she knows that I got it. that you could just tear me apart, you shake me up. I gotta tell you, you got me aching. All this love, my heart's been taking it. Gotta be next to you. I gotta tell you, you got me going, stealing my breath. There's no mistaking truth. You know just what she'll do. And when she moves like that, she knows that I got it bad. She could just tear me apart, you shake me up. With a heart that's strong, this feeling just can't be wrong. Wait as you turn me on, you shake me up. Take my hand, what's left for the guessing, coming to you. I ain't messing around. I ain't messing around. Come now, baby, don't you know I'm going crazy? Oh, what else can I do? You've got me swearing, how am I to be prepared for these feelings, feelings I never know? When she moves like that, she knows that I got it bad. Could just tear me apart, you shake me up. With the heart that's strong, this feeling just can't be wrong. Wait as you turn me on, you shake me up. You got me down on my knees. Fever hit like you can't believe. And I'm singing, baby, please. Say that you love me. Say that you love me when she moves like that. She knows that I got it bad. She could just tell me, but you shake me up. With a heart that's strong, this feeling just can't be wrong. The way that she turned me on, you shake me up. And when she moves like that, she knows that I got it bad. She could just tell me apart, you shake me up. You shake me up. Shake me up. Nah, shake me up. Nah, shake me up. I gotta tell you, you got me aching. All this love, my heart's been taking it.
Turn this off. Hang on a minute. I am not paying attention to this. We're just talking blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Episode 156, Matt the Rattlesnake, Lesch in the house. And he just played some of his songs for us. And we were talking about one of our good friends, Aaron, who's just, he's amazing. He's great. Aaron's awesome. Aaron, you got to get back out and play if you could. We'd love to hear you.
I got some work for you.
We got some stuff for you. Yeah, he's really cool. So, of all you've played with, is there a blues player you haven't played with? Is there a musician you
Tons.
haven't played with in St. Louis?
Oh, in St. Louis.
I
yeah,
mean-
there's I know there's a lot of the older guys, many who have passed on, but like Arthur Williams.
Mhm.
I never had the chance to play with him. I knew Arthur, but
I've got a couple of his CDs. He's a sweet
Yeah.
man.
he wasn't really playing much when I was coming into it.
Right, no.
And then
What about Lou Weiner? You played with Lou, haven't you?
gosh.
How hilarious is that guy?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is just hysterical. I mean,
we played together with Roland Johnson
oh, yeah.
for a while. We
and-
would play every other Sunday at 1860s. For
And
about-
Beale. He was always at
yeah.
Beale, too.
He was he was at Beale. I was never at Beale with him, but
Yeah,
for
he
the-
was,
you know, before Roland passed,
right.
about the year leading up to that, I was with him every other Sunday at 1860s, and it just happened on a whim. They needed a guitar player one day, and Dave, his bass player, called me up and said, "Hey, can you fill in with us or tomorrow?" was like, okay. So I went in, and then they just started using me from there on.
Well, that's
I was
great.
like, okay, that's cool.
Well, he's got his band back together again. You know, the foursome. I can't remember the name of
Lou?
it. Yeah, they just saw it on Facebook.
Oh,
They were
really?
playing out again. I was like,
Oh.
awesome. But you know, he plays in spurts.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then he kind of hides for a little
Yeah.
while, then comes back out, but he's always another one of those forced to be reckoned with. He's very
Yeah,
few
he's a
guys on
monster.
a horn that plays everything. I don't think there's a song he doesn't know.
Yeah, I know. He's always playing something. And, yeah, he's all around great. I love playing with Lou.
He's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And he's hysterical. I mean, he's the whole comedy show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even when he's playing.
Yeah, he's real fun to be on stage with. Never a boring moment.
For sure. What about your female singers?
Oh, yes.
Do you have any faves, or you just like them all because they're
Well,
just
I'm obligated to say Miss Renee Smith.
Well, of course.
She's
She's amazing.
She's wonderful. Renee Smith, Kim Massey. She was one of my
Bless her heart.
favorites.
She was something else. Wow. I've got to talk to her so many times, and she's just like, you just want to sit on her lap because she's got a million flipping stories, and she's like everybody's mama. She was so kind, and I remember talking to her at Broadway Oyster Bar, and I just sat there, and I could just listen to her for hours. She was awesome. Couldn't get her on the show because she had her prior obligations and her health and issues and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was she sang all the way to the end. She with her boots on. I mean, she was just I'm sorry, her dainty little shoes.
Yes.
She was very much the lady for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, it was
What a
all
voice.
yeah.
What a
Oh my,
powerful voice.
holy cow! Yeah, she was something else. And you did not ever cross Miss Kim. She was right, and that's the way it was. And you're not going to tell her anything different because she was right. You know, but
Yeah, you didn't want to mess with her, that's for sure.
no, she was awesome. She was just great.
And then you got Miss High C.
Miss I see, yeah, she's
C,
great.
Simon.
Now that's Roland's sister.
Not sister. I don't think they're related.
Well, that's what I was told. But then again, you know, your family doesn't always have to be blood.
Exactly.
You know,
right.
so.
Has
But
nothing to
yeah,
do with it.
I know they're great. But yeah, you got to play with her.
Yeah, and
It was the whole band, or was it? Did you guys just do something small? When you-
High C.
yeah, High
it was
C
the
and-
whole, it was the whole band.
Yeah, really.
I've sat in with her. She sat in with me. We've been on shows together, kind of with Roland and all that. And then, although the main one, I think the first full show I did with her was a couple years back when we did the Solar B3 Festival. I was.
Yeah, that was a
playing
great
with
show.
her, yeah.
It was hot, but it was fun.
Oh yeah. I know.
Jeez,
Yeah, that
you
was,
always wear too many clothes. But you're
Yeah.
always styling. You got a great style.
I got that from Big George.
Yes.
If you weren't dressed to a T,
Right.
you know, he might have been blind, but he had a way of seeing. you
Oh,
know.
yeah, you
had
couldn't
to,
tell.
You had to be looking sharp.
And
you
he
know.
always did.
Oh yeah.
He always did. He was always dressed. Yeah, I was like, you know, I mean, the first time I saw you, I was like, I told Dave, I said, this kid has got some style already.
Yeah.
And he can tear it up. So I was
It's
awesome.
important. You don't want to go on stage looking like you just came out of Walmart.
No.
You know. So it's you really you want to at least put on something to be presentable. you know.
Definitely.
You don't want to go out there in shorts and.
Well,
which
especially if
something
you're
I see a lot
young.
of people doing now.
Well, especially if you're young, you got to take people have to take you seriously. So you
Yes.
have to look like you know what you're doing and not just some kid playing dress up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, no, you totally did it for sure. And so, have you talked to Jeremiah recently, or do you keep in touch just on Facebook once in a while?
Yeah,
or?
every now and then. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while actually, but I have been wanting to actually reach out because I have some ideas about. Hopefully, we can collaborate in the future.
Well, he does a show at Redfish Bluefish on. I think it's once a month on Thursday night. I'm not sure which one. I want to say the third Thursday, but I'm sure if you walked into that venue, he would throw a guitar at you if you didn't have one with you and say, "Get your ass up here and play with me, kid," just like you used to.
Yeah,
You were so nervous that day at Wildwood. I could see it.
I was pretty nervous,
And,
especially, mainly because it was Jeremiah.
It was Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. I don't know if he knows this or not, but before I even got into the music scene, Jeremiah was the first local blues guy I met.
Right.
This is before I met, before I really got into it.
Right.
I was watching Kenny Wayne Shepherd. He was in St. Louis, and Jeremiah was opening up for him. And that's where me and my dad met Jeremiah, talked to him a little bit. And then some years later, I ran into him again. He was doing a duo with Joe outside the Hard Rock Cafe.
Right.
And I met him there and talked to him a little bit. I used to have my braces and everything. Just
You
like
had those
that.
braces for a couple years.
I had them for too long.
I remember I wore the same ones. I
Yeah.
remember I was like, oh, I love this kid.
But, no, I met him again there, and then I don't remember why it was after that, but he heard me play somehow, and the next thing you know, eventually he invited me up to Wildwood.
Right. Well, Dave and I were doing a lot of the same booking. So I booked Jeremiah, and I booked Jeremiah through Dave, and then when I was booking the Duck Room, I'm calling you all the time because you and Matt Wynn, you two were just like everybody loved you guys, and the more exposure you got, I thought was like being young. I mean, you had to get out there some way, And the Duck Room, you have to have that on your resume. I tell every original artist, you got to play there at least one time, just because it's an iconic venue, So, and I know he heard you there. I think he saw you. Where did he? No, the first show you played with him was there. I think that I booked you there. So I don't remember where it was that he actually saw you play. Maybe it was was it a video?
Maybe, but I know it was live. It was somewhere. BB's or somewhere.
Because I remember booking
it
him.
It was
at
a big event. I know that.
I booked him when I booked him at that event. I told him that who was going to open for him, and I don't remember if he knew who you were then because you played Wildwood later on with him. And
I want to say maybe it was some type of benefit.
Possibly.
Or something at BB's or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but when Jeremiah first went to blues, it was he was in a band called Nexrad, which is X-Rayed spelled backwards. And I ran into him at he opened for Blind Melon. He opened for a lot of bands, but he was doing a lot of rock and roll cover stuff. And when I ran into him at the Shanty, Devin was in town playing, and he had Bobby Schneck Jr. playing with him.
Oh, okay.
And they were playing at the Shanty, and I ran into Jeremiah then, and he said, I'm putting a new band together. Would you help promote? I said, of course. Let me know. Get your players together. That's when him and Jeff started playing together, and the original drummer. Anyway, so, and then they started playing at Soulard. I mean, they were at Hammerstones every week doing their thing, and Jeremiah, he's a hard worker. When he started out, he played every venue he can get his hands on. But when he talked to me that day at the Shanty, he said, I'm getting back to my roots, which is blues. It's what I always wanted to play. Done with the rock and roll stuff. It'll be a combination of stuff. And then he just started turning out songs, and he's on billboards. He's on Cirrus. He's also in iTunes. So if you go to any bar and want to play iTunes, he's on there. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. He's everywhere.
He is. And he's taking off like crazy. And
he's a phenomenal songwriter, too, I think.
But he didn't turn down any gigs.
No.
It didn't matter if he paid $1 or if it was a benefit. He played it, and, I mean, he does really, really well. And he's very structured, and it just gets better and better all the time.
Yes.
So... But yeah, and then I remember that day at Wildwood, I was like, he's coming back, going to play with him. And you got up there, and Chris I said, he's so nervous. And you were so nervous. You would hardly even look up. And I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to look up. He's going to look up. But yeah, you did it.
Yeah, it was great. I think Jeremiah was really hyping me up, too. He was screaming.
He was screaming. He was screaming. But guess what? He saw something in you, and he knew you had it, and it was just dragging it out of you. Dragging the fear out and just saying, just do it. I mean, that had to help your self-esteem and just help you realize that just play.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do. Just play. Yeah.
Well, so what was your first paying gig? And did you do a solo? Did you do a besides the Duck Room stuff and your first really what you would call an official? Matt Lesch is out here, and this is my thing. Did you have a band with you, or did you play a solo gig? Do you remember?
I believe my first actual paying gig was I think they usually did it. It was for the what was it? What's it called? Big festival in St.
Oh, was it Big
Louis.
Muddy?
No, not. It wasn't a blues festival. It was another one of the big festivals St. Louis used to do.
Oh, is
But
it the
he
one?
Was,
Oh,
he was there with the National Blues Museum booth.
right.
before
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
we did. Oh, that was the
named.
one we did. Was it the block
Fair
party?
St. Louis.
Oh, Fair St. Louis.
Fair
okay.
St. Louis. And it was there. They were still shooting around the ideas for the Blues Museum, trying
Right.
to get
Right.
money.
Right.
And he booked me as a solo thing for like 45 minutes.
I remember that.
And I just went up there. I played some like kid songs or blues songs. And, you know, it was specifically. I think it was specifically for kids mainly.
Right.
So I did like Mary Had a Little Lamb and some
Right,
other
right,
stuff.
right.
And but I believe that's the
Was that the first one?
first one. Yeah. Yeah,
So
looking
how
back
was
on
it?
that.
Where you get
It
over
was-
this? You get over the fright for what?
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I was more nervous about remembering the songs
Right.
than I was about actually getting up there.
Right.
But because I was trying to remember words and
Right.
I never really sang much, so you know, it was just me playing guitar and singing,
Mhm.
and I was like 14 or something,
Mhm.
14, maybe 15, probably 14. But
Well,
yeah,
yeah, Matt Wynn. That's how he started. He opened up for the U.S. He was doing the USO tour at where was it? Gosh dang it! He was at the pageant,
uh-huh.
and Matt called me. He said, oh no, it wasn't Matt. It was a guy that I knew from Contemporary, and he said, get down there and see this guy. He's 19 years old. Wait to hear him play. And he wrote a song about a serviceman being in the army, and it was a great song. It was a tearjerker song, but he was already writing his own songs, and he got up there and he had his harmonica, he had his guitar, his ukulele, and he got up there and he started playing, and I just stood there and I was like, oh my God, this kid's only 19 years old. Great songwriter. He's got 4 CDs. I've got all 4 of them, and his songs are just really cool. They're really unique. Like I told you, Reba picked up one of them, and she recorded one. So he's been in Nashville, I want to say 5 or 6 years right now, but everybody goes to Nashville, and if you're there past 10 years and you don't make it, he's going to make it. I know he is, but yeah.
Yeah, Nashville is it's so big, and there's, especially for guitar players, I think, so many guitar players. It's
I know.
amazing.
So much talent.
Yeah, so much talent, and
For
everybody's
sure.
trying to do the same thing.
It must be the name Matt. Must be a magical name. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
So
Hopefully.
when he got off the stage, I mean, his parents were there, and he's from the Flint Hill area. Actually, it's St. Paul,
Okay.
outside O'Fallon, way out there.
Uh-huh.
And his parents told me, they said he has autism, but you outgrow it. He did outgrow it, but he's that high functioning. I mean, his songs are like crazy. I mean, he's in his, what is he, 30 now? He might be 30 now. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's on his way. So you will too.
Yeah.
You're there.
I'm trying.
You're getting there. But and Chris is your dad's been a huge influence, taking you all the shows, and
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, if it wasn't for him really taking me out, and,
he's been your best cheerleader for sure.
yeah,
And he
forcing
still is.
me on stage, basically, you know, he would really tell me like, you know, get up there, or he'd advocate for me, like ask the band for me to sit in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he did that. That was the first time I sat in with a band. It was the Kingdom Brothers.
Oh,
And
those guys are great.
It was I know I was 14
Mhm.
at the time, and it was at the Chesterfield Amphitheater. They had a big talent show,
Mhm.
and I was in the talent show. I think I was doing Voodoo Child or something. And that night, my dad asked the guy in charge if I could sit in with the band because he heard they were a blues band.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the guys, they eventually said yes. And then he comes back. My dad told him that, oh yeah, he knows all those songs. And then he comes back. He goes, I just told him you know all those songs. So, and you're sitting in. So you better be ready.
And then they went, oh my
And
God.
then they called me up, and it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, me and Ron Roskowski were going back and forth,
Mhm.
trading licks and stuff. And
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You get up there, there's always the stage dad or whatever. Oh, yeah. And then you get up there, and it's like everybody's going, Holy shit. Because you do. You blow everybody away every time you play.
I-
Have you
I-
realized that yet?
Well, I mean, I really think it's important to, well, not only give the people what they like to see, but to just give it your all, no matter how many people you're playing for, 1 or 100 or 1,000.
Right.
If you really love the music and love what you do, it's gonna come out naturally.
Well, I mean, you have that great humble about you that you're not. It's funny because the first few times I've seen you play, you're so happy and excited that it's like you're just as surprised that you did so well as everybody else is like, oh my God, you're great. You're like, yeah, that was fun. Let's do another one. You're like a little kid with a new toy. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Especially
like,
when you got great people playing with you, it makes it so much better. If everybody's in the same mindset.
It's like, yeah, it's just great to watch you play. So, how about some more music? Would you like to play some more?
I can try.
You can try.
Yeah.
Well, just give it a little shot. Go ahead. I think you can figure it out. Episode 156. Matt the Rattlesnake Lesch in the house. I got to give a couple shout outs. First to Miss Judy. My sister Judy owns Charlotte Pub. She is 24 years going strong, and we love Miss Judy. So, Tom Turbrock, Real Rock Revolution. I haven't seen Tom in a while, but we will. We've got the Halloween parties at the castle with Torchlight Parade, and I'm sure Tommy will be there. So give him a shout out. And Vance Towns, he goes by VBT Towns on Facebook. His band is Bad Tattoo. He does a show every Thursday night, Todd Color's KGF Rocks, called the All Around Sound Show, and his wife Bunny. We love you. I love you guys so much. And of course, Richard Chambers, who's here. He doesn't want to be on the camera. He's too shy. And of course, Tweezy. So, well, what are you playing next, Matt? This weekend?
Yeah, I'm actually this weekend. I'm going down to the King Biscuit Blues Festival with Marquise Knox.
You guys playing Friday and Saturday, or just Saturday and Sunday, or what do you guys do?
Just Saturday.
Just Saturday, okay. That's cool.
Saturday, and then we're coming back Sunday.
And you play where you play next week?
Oh,
I know you don't have any weekends off, do you?
I have some, believe it or not. Just for the winter,
Are you guys doing anything during the week? I mean, you doing Hammerstones or anything in Soulard, or?
Not a whole lot. Nothing super consistent.
Yeah.
I know my next big show I got coming up is November 30th at the Blue House Theater in Warrenton.
Oh, cool.
And, that's a great venue if you've never been out there.
Is it just you, or is it a whole bunch of people?
It's my band.
Your band?
Yeah, my band.
So who's in your band?
So we got Takora Morgan, bass guitar.
Uh-huh.
Her brother Riley Morgan Jr. on drums and keyboards. Sometimes he does both.
Right.
Which is a sight to watch.
Well, I'm sure.
And we got John Erblick that plays harmonica with me, Johnny Diamond, and then sometimes we have my friend Luke Saylor. Who plays keyboards.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, speaking of keyboard, have you seen Pete Williams? You know, he's oh my God, he's so cool.
He's a legend.
He is a legend.
Yeah.
He just played. Was he just at Kirkwood last week? Where was he at? He was.
I believe it was some festival.
Yeah, I can't remember who he was playing with.
Yeah.
Was it Bobby? No, I can't remember who it was. I think it was in yeah, it was a festival because there was a few people playing. Yeah, it was the Clayton Jazz, the Blues Jazz. That's what it was. Yeah, super cool. He's another Bobby's fixture. I mean, another BB's fixture. He is for sure. Okay, so this song you're gonna play.
All right, so I'm gonna do a cover of an old Jimmy Reed song.
Okay.
Baby, you don't have to go.
Okay.
This is one of the songs that Big George Rock and I used to do a lot. Every show.
Who is besides Big George? Who is your favorite old blues guy besides you know? Do you have a favorite?
Local?
No, one of the older blues guys that you're using. You play their music.
I'm a big Muddy Waters fan.
Big Muddy Waters, yeah.
Howlin' Wolf too.
Mm-hmm.
Howlin' Wolf is a big. I probably one of my favorites. really up there. You know, his stuff and specifically his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been real attracted to his voice and how he sings his stuff.
I love the old recordings where you can hear some of the scratchy stuff on there. It's like, man, if they had a killer sound system, what would they sound like today? You know, how amazing would that be? Everybody would be like, oh, but you know, but you guys playing it and keeping their music alive is what, you know, is amazing. So that's awesome. So, okay, let's hear your song with Big George.
All right. Oh, baby, you don't have to go. Oh, baby, you don't have to go. I'm gonna pack up, baby, down the road I go. Oh, baby, honey, what's wrong with you? Oh, baby, honey, what's wrong with you? Now you don't treat me nothing like you used to do. Well, I gave you all my money and you go downtown. You come back in the evening, call me all kinds of clown. Oh, baby, honey, what's wrong with you? Now you don't treat me nothing like you used to do. Well, there's one thing, baby, that you don't know. But I can get a girl every town I go. Oh, baby, honey, what's wrong with you? Now you don't treat me nothing like you used to do.
Well, as long as you guys keep playing it, it doesn't stay old, you know.
Right.
So how about another one?
All right. Let's see. What do you have any requests?
I like all your music. It's all good. I have no requests. Do you have a request? What do you want to hear, Ricky?
I want to hear what he feels best playing.
Whatever you like playing. What was the very first song you played in public? What's the very first one?
Very first song
Do you
was Hey
remember?
Joe by
Really?
Jimi Hendrix. Yeah.
Let's do a little Hey Joe then. Can you do it on
I'll
acoustic?
try,
Of
yeah.
course you can.
Let's see if it's been a while. Let's see if I can remember the words. Hey Joe, where you going that morning, yo? your woman down. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman down. Yes, I did. I shot her. No, I caught that woman mess around. Yes, I did. I shot her. No, I caught that woman mess around. And I gave her the gun. I shot her. Hey Joe, where you gonna run to now? Hey Joe, where you gonna run to now? I'm going way down south, way down to Mexico. I'm going way down south, way down to Mexico way. Ain't no hangman gonna, ain't no put a rope around me. Ain't no hangman gonna, ain't gonna put a rope around me.
Yeah. All comes back to
I haven't done that in a little while.
you. Oh, yeah, but you don't forget it.
That's right.
You don't forget it at all.
That was one of the first
Rich McDonough. That's what I could remember.
Rich,
McDonough.
Big Rich, of
Yes.
course, of course.
He could palm your hand with his.
Oh yeah,
palm
Of
your face
course.
with his hand like a basketball. Oh my God.
another one of my mentors
Oh,
for the
it
guitar.
looks like he's playing a toy when he plays.
I
He's
know.
so big.
Yeah.
He's another gentle giant. You know,
Mhm.
he's a sweet guy.
He
for
is.
sure.
I learned a lot from watching Rich.
Yeah.
You know,
That was
throughout the
funny. I
years.
interviewed him at Old Rock House. We were upstairs and it was too dark. And he's like, and when he talks so soft. He's like, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, just talk. I'll ask you a question. You answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
He is.
But no, Aaron played with him a lot.
He did.
He
I
was his
know.
drummer
Mhm.
for a
Yeah.
long time.
I know. Yeah. It seems like we would always meet somewhere. Most of the time, like with Rich.
Right.
You know. He
You
would
two were
always
the
be there.
kids. You guys were the kids. You're still the kids.
Yeah.
I think
know.
you're the youngest kids playing up there, if I'm not mistaken.
It's definitely, yeah.
For
Two of
sure.
the youngest ones, that's for sure.
But yeah, you've definitely earned your chops, and you know you got big respect from all those guys. They're like, oh yeah, bring the kid up here. He can do it.
Oh, yeah.
But
The good days.
I know. So, how about a song you played with Rich?
Oh yeah, okay. Let me see here. I can play the very first song I ever played with Rich. Oh God, what was the name of it? It's called "Stop Breaking Down."
Okay.
It's an old blues song. Eric McSpadden was singing this.
Oh man, he's great.
And
Eric's super cool.
let me see if I can remember these words. I'm gonna do my best.
Just fake it. Throw anything in there.
Yeah,
Mary Little
I'ma
Lamb.
say- I'ma
Mary
say
Little
some
Lamb.
stuff regardless. time I get to walking all down the street, some pretty woman goes down and start breaking down on me. Stop breaking down. Honey, please stop breaking down. When you get to worrying, I was gonna make her lose your mind. Every time I get walking all down the road, some pretty mama goes down, stop on down the mall, stop breaking down. Woman, please stop breaking down. Can't let your darling tear my good reputation down. I'm gonna tell you, baby, I ain't gonna tell you no more. Stop going to that supermarket, that same old grocery store. Stop breaking down. Woman, please stop breaking down. I can't let you, baby, nor tear my good reputation down. That's the idea.
It's all good. It's all good. No worries. No, you can still make the acoustic sound, you know, just like, so your electric guitar, what is your fave? What do you like? Do you have a brand you like to play, or just, what is your brand when you play?
Right now, my main go-to that I've been playing, I play most of the time, is I have a Gibson E335.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my main guitar. Those styles of guitars, like the semi-hollow 335.
How'd you decide on that? I mean, you started off acoustic.
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide on, you know, what electric, just from whatever else was playing, or did you just go in Guitar Center and start playing all of them and say, I like this way, this one sounds, or?
Now, yeah, I actually didn't start playing acoustic till a little bit later. I started playing electric. I had an Epiphone Les Paul, a real cheap one. And then after that,
no such thing as a cheap guitar.
Yeah, I still love that thing. I still have it.
Well,
You know,
good.
that's something I'll never get rid of.
That's good. So that was the first one that Chris got you?
That was the first
Oh,
one.
okay, my bad. I
And
thought it was you started with acoustic.
No.
I guess with
and-
Guitar Hero, you got to start with electric
Yeah,
guitar, right?
I know.
Okay.
I just want to get right in.
Right.
And after that, I got a Strat.
Uh-huh.
I still love that thing.
Yeah.
But then when I was 16, my dad got me a Epiphone Dot, which
Uh-huh.
is basically a 335,
Right,
like
right.
the cheaper version.
Mm-hmm.
And fell in love with it. I got it for my 16th birthday, and it just kind of became a part of my sound because I not too long after that, a couple months after that, I met Big George, and every time I wasn't playing that, he would get upset. He loved that guitar. I played a different guitar with him once, and he was blind, he couldn't see.
He could see, though.
He could hear a weird sound coming out. So every now and then he looked like, "What is that?"
Yeah. But wasn't his blindness gradual?
It didn't happen until way later.
Right, and it was like, I mean, even though he had a cane and people helped him with the stage, It was more like a lot of people didn't know he was as blind as he was, but he's got such great instincts that you couldn't really tell. He didn't act like he was a blind guy up there, because he's been on the stage for so many years.
He played the same way.
He did, and it was just like, I think everybody thought it was just because of his age, let's just help him up the stairs. But yeah, no, he was just one of those guys,
Yes.
exceptional human being for sure.
And when I met him, he could see flashes, kind of, but that was about it, and like
Right.
some shapes and stuff.
Right.
But not too long after that, he went completely blind.
So you got a comment. Looks like senior G E E.
Who?
Senior G G-E-E. Says he's killing it.
Oh,
Said he's
okay.
killing it. Senior G, whoever that is, maybe he's a friend of yours. I don't know.
Oh well, thank you.
But I gave him a like,
Awesome.
so I'm not sure who he is. Maybe he is one of your friends. Maybe he could just be a follower. You know who it is? He's one of your peeps. All right, you got good peeps. Okay, 2 more songs. So save the best for last. Oh wait, Ricky Chambers says he's watching. Hi, Rick. So give us another song that gives you a good memory.
Okay.
Is it one of your own? How about one of your own?
I can do that.
Okay.
So let's see. A good memory.
Or one that's really close to you or something.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be another song that Big George and I used to do. But we used to do so many songs. But this one in particular, we would do pretty much every show. I don't think there was a time we never did this song. But it's called Got My Mojo Working by Muddy Waters.
Yes, I love this song. I've seen you guys do this song.
Yeah.
I remember. Yes, it's great. It's great. He
It's a
just
good
looks, even though he's blind, he's looking down. I'm going,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's your kid right there.
Yeah.
He adopted you for sure.
Yeah.
It was-
All right, so here's Got My Mojo Working by
All right.
Muddy Waters. Got my mojo working, buddy. Just don't worry on you. Got my mojo working, buddy. Just don't worry on you. I wanna love you so bad till I don't know what to do. I'm going down Louisiana to get me a mojo, hey. I'm going down Louisiana to get me a mojo, hey. I'm gonna have all you girls reach to my command. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, buddy. Just don't worry on you. I got a gypsy woman giving me advice. I got a gypsy woman giving me advice. I got a whole lot of trick, keep your hair all night. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Got my mojo working. 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 It just don't work on you.
Did he have a favorite or all of them?
Yes, he does. He really likes a song called "Still Got My Blues." This was actually on my very first CD, but I redid it for this new one too, kind of in a different way.
Right.
But he really likes that one. I know. Every time I play it, he loves it.
Let's do that one for your dad.
All right. You said that you love me. You said that you care. You said that you love me. You said that you care. I gave you all my love, but you ran away with a millionaire. I wanna know, babe, what did it do for you? No, babe, what did it do for you? You know you're an evil-hearted woman, but I still got my blues.
know you're an evil-hearted woman, but I still got my blues.
Episode 156, Matt the Rattlesnake Lesch in the house. Thank you so much. You were great. And you're playing at in King Biscuit next weekend, or this
Yes.
coming weekend with Marquise Knox.
That's right.
I've been trying to get him on the show, but he's so busy.
Mm-hmm. He's always somewhere.
I know he is. He travels a lot too.
He does. Yes, I've been doing a lot of traveling with him here
That's
lately.
good. So you guys are doing this show. What about any others in the future with him?
In the future, I know we got. Let's see. We got a little run we're doing in Florida in December.
Well, that's when you need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be nice.
But hopefully the hurricanes will not be there.
Hopefully.
So is it a week-long thing or a couple
it's
weeks?
about a week.
You get a bunch of different venues, or is it a festival down there?
It's a bunch of different venues.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
so we'll be playing some clubs and some stuff for about a week. And then, funny enough, that week before that, I'm gonna be down there with Dylan Triplett, also doing a week.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm really gonna be down there for 2 weeks, about doing some shows.
That's awesome.
And
Full
then-
bands or
Yeah,
solo
full
duos?
bands.
Full
Yep,
bands. Very
mhm.
cool. That's
and,
awesome.
And my next big show I'm doing is November 30th at the Blue House Theater.
Right.
In Warrenton, Missouri.
That's very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tickets online, or you just buy at the door, or what?
You can do both. You can buy
Okay.
online or at the door. I don't know if they have it listed yet,
Right.
but it's something that's going to be getting put out pretty soon. So
Well, that's cool. It sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. And of course, we will. I don't know who's going to be on next week yet. I haven't decided. Who hasn't said yes yet, but we'll find out.
Oh,
It'll
one
be a
more
big
thing,
surprise. Yes.
If I may.
Yes.
I might have said this earlier, but I want to plug it one more time.
Yes.
I do have an all original blues album coming out in January.
Yes.
We'll be releasing it. And we'll be doing an album release party at the National Blues Museum.
Oh, very
So
cool.
That'll be here in the next month or so that we'll be putting that out and getting all the information out on Facebook and my website. And
Otherwise, your music's everywhere, right?
That's right.
YouTube, Spotify,
Yep.
all the venues.
all the streaming platforms.
And your page. There's a link on your
Yes,
page.
That's right.
Matt the Rattlesnake Lesch, and then your regular page, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So your album release, you can have other bands playing with you, or just you?
Yeah, so the goal is to have everybody that recorded on the CD on it. And I got some really...
Is that place big enough?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
I
We'll
mean,
make
have
it
everybody
work.
who's recorded, I know you. You picked that guy and that girl and that guy and that girl.
So a lot of the people we had recording, thankfully, we had the privilege of having the Michael Burke's rhythm section come in and record some
Really?
songs.
Well, look at you.
And I love them guys. Chuck Popcorn Loudon on drums.
Yeah.
Wayne Sharp on
Yeah.
keyboards.
Yeah.
And or organ, I should say, B3 organ.
Right.
And John Davies was laying down the bass, and that was Michael Burke's band for a long time. And so yeah, they came in, they recorded some songs. I had legendary Gus Thornton on
What?
bass, great friend of mine, and another younger blues guy. He's younger than me. He's in Nashville right now, but his name's Sean McDonald, McDonald, and he plays with ZZ Ward right now, amongst some other people. He's played with John Nemeth, and he's a great up and coming blues guy. Amazing, phenomenal. We recorded a song together, kind of us playing off each other, trading licks and stuff.
That's awesome.
was fun.
You've got all the royalty, don't you?
Oh, I'm very thankful.
I mean, you are just, wow, you've really stepped into it. I'm glad you're staying in it because, yeah, you get to play with all the greats for sure. And, they all love you because it's like, oh, yeah, this kid he's good,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've learned so much you picked up something from everybody you've played with.
Yeah, whether that be good or bad. That's right.
Well,
I
you got to
pick
have
up
both.
everything. Yeah,
you
have
got to
to.
have both,
Yeah.
then you figure out,
That's right.
you will, yeah, definitely for sure. So, January, the album's coming out?
Yep, coming out in January.
Is it going to be vinyl or just?
We'll have some vinyl. We'll have some vinyl.
You got to at least do one.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
At least throw one George song on there.
Yeah.
At least one recording with him. That would just
I
be.
actually got a song I wrote specifically about him.
That's great.
About how we met and about his life. And I had my band, who was actually also they were Big George's original band from back in the day, Takora and Riley. They were playing on it with me, and we made it just sound, just tribute to Big George.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
It's really nice.
That sounds awesome. We look forward to it. Okay, well, I guess we will see you next time. We're gonna take a picture. We're gonna get out of here. So thank you so much, Matt.
you.
You're awesome. Sweezy, Richard.